Good morning. Welcome to your yoga practice. Some of you may have already started with a sun salutation or a Shavasana corpse pose. I'm starting today with a really beautiful reading about losing it. Any of my friends that are psychologists, they're running full scale, full tilt right now. They seem to have way too many clients. I shouldn't say too many. It's just amazing how much that skill is needed in the world today. And since COVID, everyone's working full-time in the mental health field. But today's reading is called Losing It. You are not crazy. Most of us feel a little crazy from time to time. Periods of high stress can make us feel as if we're losing it, as can be surrounded by people whose values are very different than our own. And this election has brought that out, as has COVID and Black Lives Matter. So these three big things have really ramped up our oppositeness instead of togetherness. Breaking off a significant relationship and moving into a new life situation and other events can also throw us off kilter, those life changes. Circumstances such as these recur in our lives, and they naturally affect our mental stability. The symptoms of our unbalanced state can range from having no recollections of putting our car keys when we eventually find them, to wondering if we are seeing things clearly when everyone around us seems to be in denial about what's right in front of their own eyes. For most of us, the key to survival in these moments is to step back and take a deep breath and regain our composure. Then we can decide what course of action to take. Sometimes a timeout does the trick. We take a day off from whatever makes us crazy, and like magic, we feel in our right mind again. I feel sad because going away on an actual vacation to an actual other place used to be our go-to for a reset, and as our culture, we're having to realize that we may actually have to go within our own homes in our time off at a lot of staycations. I know Leslie's had that recently, instead of expecting that reset to be somewhere more exciting. Talking to an objective friend can also help. We begin to see what it is about the situation that stabilizes, and we can make changes from there. And other times, if what we are facing is particularly sticky, we may need to seek professional help. And there are lots of options. I know that CAMH has a hotline. Kids Help Phone actually has a hotline, and you don't have to be a kid. I think the government has set up a free app that gives you a small amount of free counseling. There's also some free programs through all of the different hospitals right now. So those are just some of the options if you need help and you don't have benefits. Meeting with someone who understands the way the human mind reacts to stress, loss, and difficulties can also make us feel less alone and more supported. That sounding board. Therapists, our spiritual counselors, can give us techniques that help us bring us back to a sane state of mind so that we can affect useful change. They also mirror our basic goodness, helping us see that we're actually okay. And sometimes having a neutral person to mirror back to you or kind of voice back to you that you're okay is different than when you have a family or friend who might pick to choose to give you advice or not always agree with you. The main purpose of the wake-up call that feeling crazy provides is to let you know that something in your life is out of balance. Confirm yourself that you're capable of creating a sane and peaceful reality for yourself, and try to remember that most people feel as if they were losing somebody at least once in their life. You deserve a life that helps you thrive, so take the steps today to achieve more balance. And that word balance comes up a lot in the physical of yoga, of balancing poses, but those are just the physical body piece. We also are constantly looking for a way to find balance between mental and heart and physical. So kind of those three things. And breath work, stillness, asana, which is what we practice in this class, those are very important. Even just reading like this, opening up a book that you may have bought at one point and gently opening the page. Some people even do this with the Bible, and what message is brought to them, they feel was brought from the universe in that moment. So we're gonna lie down. Today we said we were gonna work on hips. We're gonna come onto the mat. I know Franca and some of you often explain, especially because of your seated job, you wanna do more hip work, and I am totally good with that. So onto the mat, we're gonna lie down slowly, one vertebrae at a time, and find a way down from upright and active to slow and grounded. Laying the spine down on the floor, maybe even bring chin to chest, pause, and then slowly lay everything down. Arms by your side, palms turned up. Just feel that heaviness initially. When my body gets heavy on the mat, on the back body, it with it helps to stretch the front of the body. walk our feet as wide as our mat, a little bit of windshield wiper side to side. And then pause. Let's take it all the way to the right, as low as you can go, and pause. Hitting my hooks. Notice what's happening in that left hip. Maybe give it some love, a little massage. And then back to center. Knees to the left, as wide and low as they can. And check in with the right thigh and hip. What's happening with that? And pause. And then back to center. Let's do legs to the right. Arms stretch behind you. Lengthen. Leave your arms behind you and take the legs last time to the left. Excuse me. And back to center. Soles of the feet together. Arms wide in cactus, and pause here. And then close your legs. Let's take thighs to chest, little boat or circles. And it's that action of drawing the thighs of the chest serves pretty threefold. It compresses digestive and elimination organs. It helps release my lower back, and I like how it kind of stretches out my hips in a different way. Instead of out, it's in. We'll start to make circles or egg beaters, hands on the knees, stirring those thighs. One direction and the other. And then let them fall wide. Let's pause here for a moment. Ankles are dangling, or flex them, make it more intense, turning on Pada Bandha. And then close your legs. We'll take the knees to the floor on the left, double leg spinal twist, right arm open to a T, or cactus. And as gravity takes these legs to the floor on the left, what are you noticing about this exposed side of your body? 3 breaths here. Inhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. And inhale 3. Exhale. Back to center. Take those knees to the floor on the right. Double leg spinal twist. Left shoulder lands. Check in with what's happening on the left side of the body that's exposed upward. Excuse me. So dry lately since the heat came on. Back to center. Thighs to chest once more, or egg beaters. And then let's take right leg in tight, slide left leg straight. We're not going to do anything, just pause for a moment. Shoulders stay down, hips are squared and heavy. 2 breaths here. Now you have the option of flexing. Actually, let's do a rock the baby here. So left hand takes flex right foot, right hand, right knee. Rock the baby. Notice the right hip and glute, that kind of interconnectivity. Then we'll take our hands bound on the blade of the left foot. And then switch. Oh, sorry, I messed you up. Left hand takes right knee over, single leg spinal twist. That feels delicious. Notice the right hip and glute once more. Maybe you can massage it if that feels good. Or play with the placement of this knee. Maybe it's at a right angle, or maybe it's hugged in. Right angle, hugged in. Option to straighten that leg. And then back to center. Little boat. Hands interlace on the shin of the left leg and slide the right leg straight. You don't have to point or flex, just coming to neutral. We'll take 2 breaths here, drawing the left thigh in. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3, why not? Exhale. Rock the baby. Flexing that left foot, left hand, left knee. Rock the baby. Finally, let's take left foot towards right thigh. Just a touch down. Right hand takes that left knee over. Oh yeah, single leg spinal twist. Playing around with knee in tight or knee to a right angle. I kind of might do both. I can feel it in my lower back. Option to straighten that leg if you have space. And then back to center, little boat, or egg beaters. We'll take our thighs wide once more and pause here. So you want to let the knees fall wide. You're supporting with your hand. Relaxed ankles or flexed. Option to come into setup for happy baby. Option to go a little deeper. Soles of the feet together, and you may choose to just hold the soles or bind. Knees pass away, drawing the feet towards you. Wait for that lower back tailbone. You want it heavy on the mat so you're grounded in the back body and stretching the hips on the front body. Releasing your feet to the mat, soles together, knees out to the side. Wide leg recline cobbler. Arms into cactus, pause here. Close your legs, thighs to chest, little boat or circles. Let's take our feet in the air. Point and flex. Wake up those ankles and fan out your toes. Roll out your ankles. A lot of people are worried about the cracks and the creaks. It's just air in the joints. Legs fall wide, and let's pause here. I'm going to keep my arms in cactus. Legs are wide, ankles are soft or flexed, whatever feels better. Close your legs, reach for your strap. Hands interlaced to support the right leg in the air, and slowly lower that left leg flexed. Massaging the right leg on its own. This is one of my favorite parts of our practice together. Massaging this leg. So you're giving your body a little love, but really it's kind of money in the bank. It's for better mobility later. Then I'm going to take the strap to the ball of my right foot, and I might choose to draw little circles. And what if your practice today wasn't getting the big deep stretch out of the hip, but it was noticing all the different sensations in your body when we move the muscle from one shape to another. In this shape, my leg is extended. I'm noticing the hip, the calf, the thigh. Coming back to stillness, gathering both straps in the right hand. We'll release that leg out to the right and pause. Back up, strap in the left hand, flex and take it across the midline. Back to center, get rid of the strap, thighs to chest, little boat. Feet in the air once more, flex. Right leg's gonna lower out of the way so we can massage our left leg. Point and flex, roll out the ankle, fan the toes. Strap to the ball of the left foot. And adding a little bit of counter pressure is going to help wake up the back of that body. I might choose stillness or stir this leg. Both straps in the left hand, release that leg to the left. Right hand, right hip. Pause here. Taking that leg back up to the sky, transferring the straps to my right hand, and taking it across the midline towards the left, waking up that glute and hip and IT band. Back to center, get rid of the strap, little boat. And let's quickly do our thread the needle because this is one of the most important poses I would say for lower back, glute, hip. So knees are bent, one fist width apart. Feet are placed under the knees. Right foot flexes onto left knee, and I can either push it away on its own or use my hand. I like to take my right thumb and massage my right hip flexor while I'm here. Lifting that left thigh towards you. Interlacing your hands behind the thigh. Let's take 3 breaths here, pulling that left thigh in as deep as you can. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. And inhale 3. Feel that beautiful, intense bathing of heat of that right hip. Exhale, shake it out. We'll do the other side. Feet land, left foot flexes onto right knee. Press that left knee open isometrically or using your hands. And start to massage that left hip. Maybe I'll even open and close a few times. This is my tighter side. And then when you're ready, right thigh comes towards you. Left palm can press left knee away. Option to bind behind this thigh. 3 breaths here. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. And inhale 3. Exhale. Release and shake it out. One more time. Let the legs fall wide. How's that going? Choosing to stay here or walk your hands down the shins and pull it in. We're going to squat on our back. And then roll into a ball on your side. One breath here. Pressing yourself upright. Let's come into wide leg extended child's pose. We want to help those hips. So, toes are touching. Knees I try to make as wide as the mat. Chest towards the floor, and I might initially look forward. Fingers spread. I might take my forehead down. And then coming up to tabletop, we'll do a quick cat-cow. Palms out of the shoulders, knees out of the hips. Press that floor away. What do you notice about your finger pads and the floor? What do you notice about the temperature in your room? Engaging the core as the tail looks up. You look up. Nice deep stretch in our cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Tail drops, chin to chest. Nice deep arch of the upper back. Inhale, cow. The arch shifts to the lower back. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. I'm just going to flow back and forth a few times. Coming to neutral. Tuck the toes. Walk to the top of your mat. Bend your knees and let your head go. Grab your elbows, gentle sway. Arm to the side, rise, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Half back, fold, plant, and however you want to get down, sleeping cobra, 1 breath. Coming into small baby cobra, tuck and press back dog. Pedaling your dog. If your hamstrings are tight, you're going to linger a little longer as 1 foot drops. Notice the calf and the hamstring. Maybe you can walk your feet in. Left foot forward, right foot back. Oh, what am I doing? Right foot forward, left foot back. Find your footing and rise. That right knee is squared off over the ankle. Exhale, hands down, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant. This time I'm going to drop my knees and slow motion lower my heart. Heart moves forward, shoulders move back. 1 breath, sleeping cobra. Pick up your head, baby cobra. Press back, downward dog. Pedaling your dog. Maybe alternately linger with a heel down. Left foot forward, right foot back, high lunge. together, fold, rise, heart center. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant. I'm gonna do the slow lower. So knees down, slow motion, heart moves forward, shoulders move back. Sleeping cobra. Inhale, 1. Exhale, lift the heart. Coming into baby cobra or up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward, left foot back. Rise. Hands release. Feet together. Fold. Rise. Heart center. Last one. Nice work. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Half back. Fold. Plant. Step back. Slowly lower the heart between the hands. Sleeping cobra. Inhale, 1. Exhale, peel your chest off. Choosing your cobra or dog. Press back, downward dog. Left foot forward, right foot back. Pause and rise. Hands release. Feet together. Fold. Rise. Heart center. Nice work. Okay. Let's come into your choice of squat. I'm going to stay upright or drop the tailbone, coming to our full squat. I was going to do timed squats to work on our hips, but I know that's a really troubling pose for some people's body types, and that's okay. To know that you can always come back into this pose, you don't even need a full practice to help the hips and the lower back. I'm going to come onto the mat and right into frog. So knees are on the floor. Ankles possibly flexed out. Some of us are going to be soft. And option to walk this wider. This is probably my least favorite pose in terms of comfort and flexibility. Coming into wide as it feels good. Palms in Sphinx. And I might stay here or stack my fists. If I want a deeper stretch, I'm going to push my bum back or move forward to take a break. Press back. Woo. Come forward. I'm just testing, but I'm noticing I'm sliding on this floor. Some people are very cruel and do this pose with folded blankets on a hardwood floor. So you put a folded blanket under each knee and a hardwood floor so you can't resist. And then let's come upright, quickly shifting into mermaid. So when I'm in tabletop, I'm going to pivot my feet to the left and sit back. Nestling this inner right sole into that left thigh, inner thigh. Option to have this left ankle flexed. Sitting upright. I don't even have to add any twists or folds. This is really intense on my left hip. So pressing into the floor, sit upright. And you're visualizing maybe that there's like a spike or something, roots coming down from that left sits bone into the earth. Spine is straight, head is straight. Now some of us, this pose may look like this. This bum does not want to come down. That's often the case if you have tight hips. And we're going to come back to center and flip. This is my tight side. Is this my tight side? Yeah, I don't love this side. When I had it explained to me that tight hips are kind of a twofold. There's the bone structure piece, so here's the hip and here's the bone. It moves freely in some hips. But some of us were actually born without a full cup shape of the hip. It's hard and so it's more flat. So there's resistance and bone. There's places where you can't forward fold over your ankles and touch your toes. It's not because you're not stretchy, it's because your bone structure wise can't happen. The other piece is the more that I sit at a right angle or stand, so right angle or stand, I tighten the hip flexor in that position, and so it makes it harder to bend that hip. And then let's shake it out. We're going to do rock the baby upright. We did this lying down. I'm going to take my left hand grabs my right blade, right hand, right knee, rock the baby. You know that there's so many hip poses that I literally can fill every week with only hip classes. I'm sure some people would love that. Hands interlace on that left foot and either pull it towards the left breast or attempt to make the monkey bind sitting up straight. I have my foot in the crook of my arm and my knee in my other crook. And release, shake it out. Other side, left foot bends, grabbing that left blade, pedal, or stir the soup, rock the baby, and I'm doing this faster than we normally would. Now, this is how tight I become from not doing so, or come into full rock the baby with a monkey vibe. That's killing me, so I'm not gonna stay there, and roll it out. Let's do with the block. Okay, we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna show you with the block. I'm gonna use one block because I don't have the second one here. Coming into tabletop, let's bring right foot forward beside your right hand. And you could have the block here. I'm gonna try it without the block. Because not all of us have blocks. So right foot beside right hand, right arch is pressing into left right blade. Look forward. Initially, my left knee is squared off underneath my left hip. And the key here is keep this inner right knee pressing into your right bicep. That's where the isometric pressure coming to center, I'm gonna move forward, is very, very, very key because I don't want this knee going outward. It's not that stretch, it's a totally different pose. Inchworm left leg back and pause. Keep pressing this right knee into the right bicep as if you were coming to the center. I might stay here, staring slightly forward. I might tuck that left leg and lift. Undo, untuck, extended child's pose. Back to center, left foot beside left hand. Some of us may use a block under the hands just to elevate the floor. Left knee, inner knee presses into left bicep, stare slightly forward. Choosing to stay here with the squared off right knee, or inchworm that leg back, untuck, or tuck and rise. Looking slightly forward, squeezing to that imaginary center. Undo, extended child's pose. We'll do one more hip pose. Let's do pigeon. Everybody loves pigeon. I think most people love pigeon because it has this element of measurement, of stretching. It's like an evaluation of yourself. You don't need to do that, but it's something to think about. Coming into tabletop, right knee slides toward right wrist crease. I can either keep my knee straight and extend the left leg out, so I'm in swan, or I can pivot this calf on a diagonal and extend out into full pigeon. I can stay upright, or sphinx, or stack your fists. Let's take 3 breaths here in regular pigeon. As long as I'm not dumping in that right hip, keeping those hips squared off. One more breath, beautiful long inhale, exhale. And then coming back to tabletop, let's do the other side. Tabletop, left knee slides forward towards left wrist crease, your choice. Slide the right leg and you're in swan. And I'll show you from the side. Or coming to an angle, that left calf and shin are on an angle. Right leg extends, look back, make sure the ankle is not sickling in. And choosing to stay upright, or sphinx, or stack fists. You're not dumping into the left side of your body. You want to keep these hips squared off. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And come on out. Come down on the left bone cheek and swing your leg around. Beautiful. And let's take this love note. I haven't read these ones in a while. So this is the one by Chris Carr. You can follow this artist on Instagram. Is she the artist? So artwork by Lori Portka. That's the artist that I follow. Love her beautiful pictures. I think we did this offer love the other day. What is this? You can't please everyone. We've done adventure away. No, that's depressing. Notice the blessings. I like this. I really like this. Notice the blessings. Now it shows a butterfly, but in our culture we tend to use harvest things when we talk about Thanksgiving, blessing, gratitude. Gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. And when we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. So maybe that's your work today. Take a piece of paper and just put 5 things you're grateful for. Maybe your brain starts with the material and switches to things like family or health, or maybe you started that way. Some believe that if you did a 30-day gratitude practice, some people do it first thing in the morning, or they have a journal, they do it right at night before they go to bed. There's a theory that it actually starts to change the rewiring of your brain, helps your health, helps your cortisol, stress levels inside the hormones of the body, and supposedly helps blood pressure. So I think I should be doing that too. Thank you so much for your effort. I hope you have a beautiful day. The good in me sees the